What? One of one. Mookie freaking Betts. Drew Reimer.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
They smell so good. Is it just me, my friends? I know this sounds absolutely horrible. Anybody else here like the smell of gasoline? Give me a hell yeah in the chat. I don't know why. Obviously, I don't huff or anything, to be straight with you. But I've always loved the smell of gasoline. I don't know why. Oh, hell yeah. Wow. I am so peanut butter and jealous, my dude. This is absolutely freaking amazing. Wow. That is a Tyrannosaurus Rex tooth. Dustin, you win, bro. How cool is that? I love it so much. Jonathan over here says, man, 6-year-old Jonathan just peed himself. You're not cool unless you pee your pants. If peeing your pants is cool, then call me Miles Davis. Seattle Mariners. Oh my Lanta. Wow. Check that out, you legends.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Congratulations to the Tampa Bay Rays and Kirk Noah. You just got yourself a Strokes of Gold Junior Caminero. That is a case hit, my dude. Congratulations, Kirk Noah. Damn, brother. And you already know, buddy, that is a rookie. So if that was mine, that would go straight into the pre-grade pile, my dude. Damn. Hey, get out of my head, Kirk Noah. I love you, brother. Thank you. I am so stoked we could pull that together, big man. Wow. Oh, wow. Number 22 out of 25, Jackson Churio. Congratulations, Kirk Noah. Goodness gracious, my man. That is beautiful. You know what that deserves? Junkwax Nasty. Congratulations, Kirk Noah. 22 out of 25 on the Churio. And that is a triple material relic, buddy.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Holy shiitake mushrooms. How about a fantastic Friday morning banger? How about a little morning wood?
Giggity, giggity.
James Wood. On card. Mojo Refractor. Prospect autograph. Lightning has struck twice, ladies and gentlemen. There you go, Mr. Behrman Sr. Torrey Holt. Junkwax Nasty. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Congratulations, Dylan Carter. Holy cow there, buddy. Wow. That is not numbered, but that is still absolutely beautiful. Congratulations, Dylan Carter. Amazing. Wow. I am so stoked that I could find that for you, Dylon. Name the 5 best rappas. Dylon, 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 and Dylon. Because I rip hot fire. There you go, buddy.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my.
Very good. Okay, very good.
Gods recognize gods. Who the fuck is that guy?
Beautiful. Yes, it was DJ. But would you just look at it? Our second Kayla Harrison rookie autograph here in the family. Bro, you win.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Junkwax Nasty. Congratulations, Felicidades Cesar Mendoza. Beautiful tarjeta, mi amigo. And Kayla Harrison is a soon-to-be Hall of Famer. Seriously. One of the best female fighters that we have ever seen grace the planet.
Our old song was baby back, baby back, baby back. It was about ribs cause that was our thing. Our new ribs are bigger, the whole menu's better. So we changed the song to be bigger than ribs. Chili's is back, baby back, baby back. Oh baby, Chili's is back, baby back, baby back.
Oh my Lanta. Oh, Senor Mendoza. And gotta love pack number 4, my brother. Come on. Junkwax Nasty. Congratulations, Felicidades, Cesar Mendoza.
Oh my God.
How about stud prospect for the Colorado Rockies? Charlie Condon on the Power Brokers. I know it, Luke, I know. That is absolutely beautiful. 2 out of 8 on the Charlie Condon. And Condon is a stud. Stab it for Brian, then toss it. Your wish is my command, sir. There you go. Pick the paper up, put it in the bag. Bop, bop. Pick the paper up and put it in the bag. Give me a hell yeah if you remember that. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of stabbed wanders. And then he wants us to go ahead and chuck them as well. Double yeet. See ya. Seattle Mariners. Number 2.
It's terrific Tuesday. The morning's here again. The JunkWaxVintage Junk family's back with all our friends. Dylan's on deck. Packs are gonna fly. Mrs. Junkwax smiling, keeping it all tight. Legends gather round from far and near. The community
Well, good morning, you absolute legends. I missed you so much. How you doing? Big hugs, firm handshakes all around. How the heck are we, everybody? Mr. Grigsby, good to see you. Mr. Alan White, top of the morning to you, my brother. Uncle Smitty, long time no talkie. Solo jugando. Good morning, Tim Hudson. Good morning, Jonesy. You changed your name over here, Jonesy. How you doing, you handsome son of a gun? Good to see you, David Table. What's up, Brian Smith? You know we got to bust into that nectar of life immediately. Good morning, everybody. Cheers. My tick don't talk. Long time no see, my man. The Wet Bandit, good to see you. Hey, what's up, Dan? I am doing well. How are you? Wyatt, good morning. Mrs. Zebra. It's so damn good to see you. I missed you at the National, gosh dang it. I saw you. I did. I saw you, but I was caught up talking to somebody else, and then I wasn't able to find you again, gosh dang it. But I texted Ben a couple of times, and I texted Ben just yesterday, and I told him, gosh dang it, brother, I have now missed you 2 years in a row. We were both there in Cleveland. We were both there in Chicago, and I missed you again, gosh dang it. So next year, we're going to make it happen. Third time is a charm. Shout out to my favorite zebras. It is damn good to see you, young lady. Big hugs and firm handshakes to my favorite zebras. Damn right, homie. Damn right. Cheers. Well, please give the family my love. Gosh dang it. But I got to see you. I did see you. I saw you zoom right past me, but I don't think you guys saw me. Mr. Brad Green, what's up, brother? I thank you so much for making purchases while we were gone. I appreciate it, my dude. I have those boxes right here to my left. So, folks, holy shiitake mushrooms. We had an absolutely amazing national. You know what? I think we got to have a little chat. Yep. So, folks, we've got a lot to unpack here. Goodness gracious. Let's get some music happening, shall we? Oh, thank you. By God. There we go. Okie dokie. So, myself and Mrs. Junkwax. There you go, Corey Bader. I got you covered, legend. Hey, thank you so much. It is excellent to see you, Bryant. Hey, Steely Dan. By the way, sir, I have a giant box here with your name on it that came into our mailbox. Is that cards for pre-grading? Or is that gifts? What is that, if I may ask? Bryant, Steely Dan. Good morning, Ray. Excellent to see you, my dude. Good morning, Marky Mark and the Wheels Bunch. Hope you're having a good morning, my man. Nick, good morning, legend. Excellent to see you too, my dude. So, folks, Israel, good morning. Mr. Moore, good to see you. Scotty Too Hottie C, good morning. Oh, hey, that's okay, Mrs. Zebra. No worries, homie. Our time will come, gosh dang it. But I'm glad I got to see you in person finally. And next year, big hugs and firm handshakes will be had. You absolutely know it. So shout out to my favorite zebras. Mm-hmm. Oh, really, Bryant? You incredible human beings. We have only been here for a couple of minutes. We haven't even ripped into our first pack yet. And you amazing individuals have started a terrific Tuesday morning. As always, you legends, if you want to start this terrific Tuesday right, I have 10 brand new JunkWaxVintage hitboxes. Uh-huh. Threaten me with a good time, you legends. Boston Bill Cormier smacking that resub button for a solid year. That is absolutely amazing, Boston Bill. I love you, brother. Shout out to you and Jules. Mr. Steely Dan, I will politely and lovingly push back because anything that you thought to send to us is pretty special. So thank you, my man. It is always the thought that counts. I cannot thank you enough, good sir. Yes, it is, Jeff Rotel. So speaking of Jeff Rotel down there in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, I got to hang out with Jeff Ro for the last few days. Shout out to Jeff Ro. Love that fella. Damn right, Brian Smith. And Mr. Alan White just smacked us with 10 beautiful gifted subscriptions. And folks, that takes us all the way up to level 4. Goodness gracious. Uncle Smitty smacking Ray with a free 1-month subscription. That is Uncle Smitty's 57th here in the family. Damn, brother. I cannot thank you enough, good sir. That is amazing. Y'all are rocking my face off right now. Elite Egg Breaks, thank you for smacking the follow button. Isaiah Preston, sure, buddy. BDC Cards, great to see you at the National, my brother. Thank you so much. Welcome back, my man. So, folks, at the National, let's get through some chats here because we got a whole bunch of products to get into, and we also have a full Bo Jackson's Battle Arena break for this morning. So we have an action-packed, terrific Tuesday, folks, and it looks like we might be doing a Hype Train giveaway right after this. Johnny D, thank you so much, you legend, with half a showstopper. Sincerely appreciate you, my brother. Thank you. It's Danny. Good morning, Senor Rendon. Always good to see you, my Colorado cousin. WWE 7800, how you doing, legend? Welcome, all of you. You handsome and beautiful human beings. Josh, thank you for smacking the follow button. Good to see you too, buddy. So, I'll give you the abridged version. We'll probably be talking about the National all week, but I got to tell you what happened this weekend. All right, folks. So you know that we had basically two main goals to go to the National this year. Goal number one is networking. Goal number two is getting sweet, sweet products that we can only find at the National to come back here and give to all of you. Right? Okay. So the first thing, it is Friday. Myself and Jeff Rotel are in a booth that is created by Fanatics Collect. Okay? So Fanatics Collect, a lot of you know there is Fanatics Live, right? And then there's Fanatics Collect. There's two separate apps. Fanatics Collect is basically like a direct competitor to eBay. So, but it's only collectibles. Whereas you can find everything on eBay, Fanatics Collect is only collectibles. You can actually do digital pack openings and basically open their repacks, and you can immediately sell it back to them. So you never even have to have the slab in your hands. Kind of cool, right? Well, they were doing an event at the National that you could walk by and scan a QR code and download Fanatics Collect. And if you did that, they would give you a free pack opening. Pretty sweet, right? So myself and Jeffro, we walked past it quite a few times. Finally, we're like, you know what? We should probably just do this thing, right? Yeah. So Jeffro and I, now keep in mind, the Fanatics Collect area was a big, giant, roped off area. It's probably 50 feet by 50 feet squared, okay? They have a 10 to 11 foot screen that's humongous that shows the pack rips when you get them. So the slabs, when you would open them, the slabs are like 8 feet tall. It was so cool. Mrs. Junkwax is standing outside of that roped off area, okay? And Jeffro, you know where this story's going. You were there, sir. So she strikes up conversation with a random lady. Totally random. The lady is wearing a Fanatics uniform as if like she works for Fanatics. But if you got to remember, folks, these companies, they hire people just for the National because it's so busy, right? So I call those people kind of extras. They're not like a typical employee, but they're an employee just for the National, right? I assume that that is who she was talking to. Hey, what's up, brother from down under? Good to see you, Damocles. So she's talking to this lady. Jeffro and I open our slabs. Pretty damn cool. We get done with that and we walk over and I come in mid-conversation with Mrs. Junkwax and this random gal. This gal introduces herself. She doesn't say anything besides that, though. She just says, hey, my name is Tracy. Nice to meet you. And cool. Nice to meet you too, Tracy. Hey, thank you so much, Upside Down. You know it, my man. So they start talking about, they're basically bonding over how husbands forget things. So Tracy is telling Mrs. Junkwax all about Fanatics Collect because she assumes that I'm going to forget everything that they just told us a couple of minutes before that. So they're like hitting it off. And all of a sudden she mentions Fanatics and Fanatics Live. And I joked and I said, well, actually, that's our next step because myself and Mrs. Junkwax, we're breakers as well. And we would love to be on Fanatics Live at some point. That's kind of our next step in the progression of this crazy journey, right? She goes, oh, really? And in that moment, I can tell by her eyes and her body language that she was trying to assess where we land on the ladder of breakers. Does that make sense? So obviously there's a lot of smaller breakers that are like breaking in their mom's basement. They're going through like 1 or 2 boxes a week, you know, and that's where we started many years ago. So I'm not throwing shade at those people. I'm just saying there's different levels to this game, right? So I can tell that she's trying to assess where we're at because Fanatics is not trying to work with somebody that's going through 1 box a week, right? They're trying to work with somebody that's moving a lot of product. So Mrs. Junkwax starts dropping some numbers on her about all the breaks that we did. And before we left, we did 24 breaks in 1 week. That was a record for our channel. Pretty damn cool. In that moment, this gal's eyes light up and she goes, oh, well, we need to talk then because I'm the director of Fanatics Live. What? Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, no, D. Wayne. Nope, different Tracy, my man, different Tracy. I don't want to dox her. So yeah, She's the director of trust for Fanatics Live. The whole thing. Pretty damn cool, right? Shout out to Mrs. Junkwax. You just never know who you're talking to, right? Good morning, Jeff Hansen. Great to see you, my brother. And that is correct, Jeff Rowe. Dude hit a PSA 10 Ohtani rookie while we were in line. You're right. So, we have a meeting to talk to her this week about a direct relationship with Topps and getting on Fanatics Live. If you have only been here a short time, my dear friends, this is something that we have been working for almost half a decade. Almost 5 years that we've been pushing for that direct relationship with Topps. So you know what a big deal that is. So thank you so much. But guess what, folks? That's not even all. So yes, that was unbelievably cool, right? Thank you so much, Mark. You're spot on, my man. Tony Baloney, good to see you, my dude. So, thank you, Luke. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Mr. Greer. Big Worm, what's up, Big Perm? So check this out, folks. So also, I know a lot of you are very aware that the biggest podcast in our whole hobby is called Sports Cards Nonsense. Okay? A lot of you have seen Mike from Sports Cards Nonsense in this show. He has made purchases from JunkWaxVintage.com. I love that fella. So they made an announcement about a month ago or so on the podcast. They talked about that they are going to basically start their own network of breakers, of content creators, of people that have significant investment into the hobby, but maybe they can't get their own allocation yet. Maybe they're looking for a little more exposure. Maybe they're looking to go live on eBay Live because eBay Live is huge. So I talked to Mike from Sports Cards Nonsense last week and told them that we would meet up at the National. We did. So now fast forward to Saturday. We're walking through the National, and I see this giant man. Like, literally a giant. That is Jesse, Mr. Gibson from Sports Cards Nonsense. Love that dude. So, Jesse and Mike, saw them both. It was awesome. We start talking. I can't divulge too much. But basically, we do have the opportunity to join that sports network, I believe. So we kind of have a choice on our hands here. I don't know if we could do both. I don't know if we can sign up with Fanatics and then still be with Sports Cards Nonsense. I don't know. So, pretty damn amazing, folks. So there's been some huge developments here at Junkwax Vintage. I am indescribably excited for the future. And I think you all are going to have some big surprises in store as well. So, that was the first goal, was to network and try to get a direct relationship with Topps and or Fanatics, right? The second goal was to have a wonderful conversation with Mike from Sports Cards Nonsense. I did. The third goal was to purchase exclusive products that you could only find at the National for you. And that's exactly what we did. So, folks, we have an entire 40-pack case of Panini Silver packs from the National. We also have an entire case of Wildcard Mammoth Haunted Hits. So in the Haunted Hits, folks, it is all mammoths. There's none of the little packs. They're all the big ones. They're all one-of-ones. But somewhere in there is a true one-of-one that there is no other parallel. Because we all know how Wildcard works, right? There's quite a few one-of-ones because they're like different parallels. So they look very similar, but they're technically still a one-of-one. That's not what we're talking about here. They did something special, and there's actually a true one-of-one in there that has no parallel and an autograph. So somebody's going to pull that little bad boy. Keep in mind that those are national exclusive also. So they say that on the card. It says 2025 national exclusive. Pretty cool. So we got the Haunted Hits football. We also got a couple of hobby boxes of Mammoth Wildcard Baseball. All one-of-ones. So, ridiculously excited to bust into a couple of those. We did have 2 Upper Deck National packs, but they're already purchased. Thank you, Jimmy Nooge. I think we're going to rip those tonight. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for letting me get all that out. There's still a whole lot more that we could talk about, but we got a lot to rip into this morning. So I want to get ripping. Thank you so much, Luke Moise. You are exactly right, my man. Thank you, Brad Green. Max Bell, thank you for sharing out my live. ¿Qué pasó, el jefecito? ¿Cómo está, Jesus Coriel? Thank you so much, Upside Down. I'm pretty stoked about it myself. Cheers, buddy. Thank you so much, Dusty Rupp. Thank you, Ray. You are damn right. I appreciate you so much. I know, Jeff Hansen. No Red sponsorship yet. Gosh dang it. I know it. I know it. Hey, thank you, Corey Bader. Hard work does pay off. Gosh dang it. And we still have a long way to go, folks. But I think this rocket is about to get a little faster and start going a little higher, if you know what I mean. So thank you all so damn much. And like I said, throughout the whole week this week, we'll probably touch on all the stuff that we did at the National. Because technically, folks, I'll be honest with you, I could sit here and talk for the next 2 hours. We don't even have to rip a pack. I could just tell you about the National for the next 2 hours. But we got a lot of stuff to get into. So let's do it. Yes, it is, Bubba. How is my fellow Austinite? Thank you so much, Doc. You're absolutely right. Kilo Joe Montez, thank you, my brother. Good to see you. Thank you, Alan White. Thank you, Mikey Koba. Mikey, too. It is wonderful to see you, too, good buddy. I missed you. Jeff Hansen, did Sawyer get to meet the worm? He did not. So Sawyer stayed here in Austin and watched the house for us. So he did not go to the National. I would love that, Brian Smith. Please. All right, my dear friends. So on the agenda for the morning, we have a few beautiful family rips to get into. Thank you so much, Brad Green. Mr. Joe Hawkins, good morning, you legend. Another OG of the family gracing us with his presence. What's up, brother? Lego Man, stay frosty. That's a great question, my man. He says, Dalen, Friday night, Scherzer versus Kershaw pitching matchup. How do we feel about that? I think that's a hell of a pitching matchup. That's amazing. Awesome. That's fantastic, Joe. Very cool, brother. Well, good to see you, JR. Longtime OG of the family. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, buddy. All right, legends. Let's bust into some packs, shall we? And also, my dear friends, we have some giveaways from the National as well. So a lot of you know that myself and Mrs. Junkwax, let me tell you this little story real quick. Okay, and a lot of you have heard this story. So on Tuesday, when we got into Chicago, technically we could have gone Tuesday and picked up our VIP passes, but we wanted to do some other things. So we didn't end up going to get our passes until Wednesday, okay? We showed up at 2 p.m. on Wednesday to get our VIP passes. We had a dinner cruise that was scheduled for Wednesday night at 7 p.m. at Navy Pier. Navy Pier is in Chicago. It's usually without traffic about 25 minutes away from where we were our hotel, okay? So we find the line for VIP, and I am not kidding, folks. The line for VIP was like over 500 people. It was truly astonishing how many people were in that line. A lot of you have seen TikTok videos of that line, right? So we keep walking down these really, really like crazy long hallways. I'm talking like 100-yard long hallways, okay? They're probably about 8 feet wide, 100 yards long. We would round a corner and the entire hallway was full of people. The entire hallway. And I'm talking nuts to butts. People are crammed in like sardines, okay? We did that 3 times. We kept rounding corners and then there'd be another 100-yard long hallway full of people. 3 times. It was insane. Oh, Mikey Koba, I see you, legend. That's right, Corey Bader, you nailed it. So we finally find the end of the line, and it had snaked around the hallway. So the left side of the hallway was faced one way, the right side of the hallway was faced the opposite way because the end of the hallway was like a round corner where people had to just turn around. Hope that makes sense. So we get into that line. I asked all the way back as we're walking past people, I asked every like 8th person, hey, this is VIP, right? Just to make sure we're in the right line. Everybody's like, yeah, bro, this is VIP. It's crazy. I look down, I see the general admission line is like half that size. Yeah. So we wait in that line for the next hour. Okay. We have some good conversations with people. It was a lot of fun. We made the best out of it. We finally, after an hour, come to a legit attendant that's wearing a National shirt. Okay. And I said, hey man, this is the VIP line, right? And he says, yeah, this is regular VIP. I said, what? Isn't that kind of an oxymoron? Regular VIP? Like jumbo shrimp. Is it jumbo or is it shrimp? Which one? Right? So he tells us that we actually have VIP all access. We are not regular VIP. We are VIP all access, one step above. We do not have to wait in that line at all. Yeah, we waited for an hour for nothing. So cool, right? But I think everything happened for a reason because we met Bubba 2 in that line. So shout out to Bubba 2. Anyway, he tells us you got to walk back through all these people you just walked through, and you get to cut in front of all of them because up at the very front, there is a separate line for VIP all access. So we go to that line. Now, at that time, it's about 4 o'clock. Okay? So we find the line. And I also have to ask the attendant, I said, is there any signage? And he goes, I'm really sorry, brother. No. There's literally zero signage. There is not a sign anywhere that says VIP here, VIP all access here, general admission here. None of that. Like, what? You have an event with millions of people and you have zero signage? What are we doing here, folks? Right? Kind of crazy. So anyway, you're damn right, William. Yes, we did, my man. Oh, thank you, Upside Down. I'm with you, brother. So, and thank you for bearing with me and listening to my story. We're going to rip into packs here in just a moment. So we finally found the VIP all access line, and there's about 30 people in that line, okay? That line is actually going a lot slower because they're doing one person at a time. So we wait in that line for another 45 minutes. It becomes 4:45 p.m. Mrs. Junkwax looks at me and says, honey, I think we should go. I think we should get out of this line because we have to go meet to our dinner cruise, right? The dinner cruise was not cheap. So we wanted to make sure that we made that dinner cruise because we already made reservations. It's not refundable. We got to go. Now, we were 7 people away from the front of the line. We just waited 2.5 hours and we are 7 people away. And Mrs. Junkwax wants us to get out of line. It doesn't happen very often, folks. But I laid down the law. I was like, honey, I love you. No, we're not getting out of this line. I love you so much. Well, oops. So I assumed, like I said earlier, folks, a lot of you remember, it's about 20 to 25 minutes without traffic to get from our hotel to Navy Pier, right? Now, the boat that we're going on is very similar to an airplane that they load everybody on, and about 5 minutes until 7, when they're about to push off, they shut the doors, right? And they don't allow anybody else to come on. So if you're late, you're SOL, pretty much. Well, I knew that there was going to be traffic, so I gave ourselves an hour. In my brain, I said, okay, it should take us about an hour to get there. If it's a 20 to 25 minute drive without traffic, it should be about an hour. We get to the point that we are the next people in line, and I look at Google Maps, and it says it's going to be almost 2 hours to get to our dinner cruise. Uh-oh. Mrs. Junkwax was not happy. Just put it that way. We had some feelings. Mikey1, you legend. Thank you so much for smacking that resub button for the 18th month. Love you, brother. And you already know we appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Ruh-roh, Raggy. That's right, Jeffro. I know it. I know it. So, yeah. We sprinted out of there, which I felt terrible because if y'all remember our buddy, Mr. Bob Mattingly was there on Wednesday night. And I was hoping that we would get our passes and be able to go down and walk the National for at least a few minutes before we had to take off, but we could not. By the time we got our passes and everything, it was 5:15. So we raced back to the hotel, threw on our clothes real quick, ran out the door. Thank you so much, Glenn Lucio. And we're about halfway there, and we realized that we're not going to make it. So I call the cruise company. They're able to reschedule our cruise to Saturday. Thank baby Jesus. So we ended up going on the cruise on Saturday, but we did miss it on Wednesday night. Kind of a bummer. But we went to a really nice dinner. Got to see the boys from Golden. That was fun. But yeah, it was absolutely insane. Thank baby Jesus. We got through it. And our dinner cruise on Saturday night was fantastic. So I think everything happened for a reason. Because on Wednesday night, it was pouring down rain. So there might not have been fireworks. And that was one of the things we paid for on that dinner cruise. So we did see that on Saturday, though. And the fireworks, oh my Lanta. Folks, typically when you see a really big fireworks show, you're like at least a half a mile away from where they actually originate the fireworks from, right? From where they actually shoot them off. On the boat, we were about 100 yards away from the barge that was lighting off the fireworks, and they were so big, they took up my entire field of vision. I hope that makes sense. It was kind of cool. And it was over Lake Michigan. Beautiful fireworks. You're absolutely right, Uncle Smitty. Yes, you. Thank you, sir. I am planning on coming up to Toronto for that card show. You betcha. Probably next year, though. And NDN, yes, at the Navy Pier. You're exactly right. Yep, nailed it. So, bottom line is, folks, we had an absolutely amazing time. Was there challenges? Yes. Yes, there was. But we made it. And everything happens for a reason. So, there you go. All right, less talky, more rippy. Let's do it, yeah? Mr. Brad Green, you patient man. Thank you, good sir. Are you ready to rip into some packs, my friend? Thank you so much, Jeffro. And by the way, folks, humongous shout out to Jeffro Tull, Mr. Tim Hudson. Both of you gentlemen were indescribably helpful. And we love hanging out with both of you. So thank you so much for attending trade night with me on Friday night. Thank you for hanging out with us on Saturday and Friday. I love you both. Gosh dang it. We also got to hang out with Bree and Lolo. Shout out to Bree B and Lolo. Had an absolute blast with them. Ripped into some Bo Jackson Battle Arena. I got to see Bo Jackson in the flesh for the first time in my life. That was pretty damn cool. Along with Mr. Flava Flav. That was pretty rad. I also got domed in the head with a Bo Jackson Battle Arena blaster box. Ask Jeffro. He saw. It happened. I was turned around talking to a member of our community named Steve Custer, and they were tossing out blaster boxes into the audience from Bo Jackson's Battle Arena while we were waiting for Bo to come out. He was about 35, 40 minutes late. So we had a bunch of people in the crowd like groaning, you know what I mean? And I'm turned around talking to Steve Custer, and I got hit with a piss missile. He Brett Favre'd me. Bing! Right in the back of the head with a blaster. Oh, that is correct, Corey Bader. Yes, sir. Why, thank you, Colby Dunlop. I appreciate that, buddy. All righty. Juvenile. Poker King Ken Colbeck. I was just going to say, we ran into our buddy, Mr. Ken Colbeck, and he is over here on TikTok right now. Good to see you there, Ken. It was wonderful to meet you and your lady there, my brother. Big hugs, firm handshakes with you, to you, my man. And I hope to see you again next year, too, good buddy. Longtime member of the family. Much love to you, Ken. Mr. Juvenile has a question.
Oh, yeah. What kind of a question you want to ask her?
He says, if there was anything you can change about the National, what would you change? Ooh, I would definitely have signage. Like where VIP goes, where VIP All Access goes. Talk about the difference between those things. That would be pretty sweet. The upstairs, so they have an upstairs this year also because there was an overflow. They put the aisles a little bit too close together. So it made it very, very difficult to try to navigate the upstairs, to try to get through there. It was kind of rough. So those are probably the two things that I would change. JC, I appreciate that, brother. Great to see you too. Hey, much love right back to you, Ken Colbeck. Big hugs and firm handshakes, my good man. Loved meeting you. Long time coming, my brother. You've been a member of this family for years. So that made my weekend, my dude. We also met Clay Sobel, who's a member of this community. Got to meet him and his son. Got to see Mama Breaks again, my friend Stephanie. And if you remember, there's a member of this family named Matt Milner. Brad Green, tonight works. Absolutely, my brother. Thank you for the reminder. I appreciate that, good buddy. So a lot of you know that I pulled this for Mr. Matt Milner a few months back. And I told him that I would take it to the National for him and get it signed. I did. So congratulations to Mr. Matt Milner. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, we had an absolute blast, folks. Jason, did I grab one of the $250 mystery boxes? No, I did not, my man. I'm not real big into mystery boxes, if I'm being honest with you. If you notice, we don't sell a whole lot of mystery stuff here on this channel. And that's why. A good question. Hey, sounds wonderful, Brad Green. We will plan on ripping those tonight, my good man. No sweat. So, let's bust into our very first pack of Juicy. Juicy. Junk Wax. And then, I think Alan White is going to be our very first family rip of the morning. There you go, Corey Bader. That's right. That's right. Yes, it was Tim Hudson. You're spot on, my brother. Corey Bader, you're absolutely right. It was kind of crazy that there was nothing like that, right? Literally crazy. The other thing that I would do, so we paid for VIP All Access. And VIP All Access, you actually get a whole bunch of free autographs that come with it. But let's be honest here. I'm not throwing shade at anybody that was signing autographs that was on that list. it was really nobody that you would like want to wait in line to get their autograph. There was like an 80-year-old college coach, like an old baseball player that nobody's heard of. You know what I mean? So if you're going to pay that much for a VIP all access, at least throw like one in there. You know what I mean? Like throw one at least of the good signers in there, like Miggy Cabrera or Big Papi or somebody like that. You know what I mean? So I would change that too, but I understand they're trying to do their best, gosh dang it. So I do believe for the next 2 years, the National is going to be at that same exact venue in Rosemont, up there in Chicago. So I think every year is going to get a little bit better because I think they learned a lot from this year. You know, I have to give some respect for that. The folks that run the National are very, very good at taking feedback, whether it's positive or negative. You know, and I have a lot of respect for that. So I think it's going to be better next year and better after that. And then, folks, so the next 3 years, next 2 years is in Chicago, and then 2028 Detroit, Michigan. I am ridiculously excited for that one. That one's going to be so much fun. That's right, Nick. Yep, 2028 Detroit. That's exactly right. Uncle Smitty, I think they were $400 a piece for the all access. Josh says, can I see the Ken Griffey Jr. in the back with the orange background? That's a die cut, my friend. And I'm happy to show you. I'm not going to pull it off the thing for you. But what I will do is that right there. So you get a little bit of a closer look at it. There you go, good buddy. Mr. Wisniewski. Oh, you and I both good, buddy. I cannot wait either. We're going to have so much fun up there in Michigan. All right, legends. Let's bust into our very first pack of juicy junk wax, shall we? Oh, you know it, Bubba. Can you imagine if we had the National somewhere here in Texas? Ooh, threaten me with a good time. All right, legends. First pack of the morning. Let's go with some good old 1990-1991 NHL hockey. You are so welcome, Josh. Thank you, good buddy. As always, my friends, if it is your very first time tuning into this ugly mug, it is amazing to have you this morning. My name is Dalen, also known as JunkWaxVintage. You can find me here almost every single day, starting and ending your days the right way. With some of that juicy, juicy junk wax. Some marvelous modern cards. A healthy dose of camaraderie. And always, just a couple laughs. Typically at my expense. So if you are new here, folks, feel free to smack that follow button. Yes, we are Banana Pudding. I was actually, fun fact, so we have a question over here on TikTok, folks. Our buddy Banana Pudding says, are you getting the Bojack's Griffey edition boxes? Fun fact, I was the very first individual to pre-order them. Like, ever. Kind of cool. I get that claim to fame. So yes, we will have some of those coming. I believe they're coming in the fall. And then we have Tecmo Bow coming also. So that's going to be really exciting. Mr. Dowling, good morning, brother. How you doing, Joe? Mr. Dowling. Yes, you did, Jeffro. You got a pre-order code, my man. Outstanding. Okie dokie. We have a Barry of the Peterson for Pittsburgh. Rod Gilbert. Vladimir Krutov for the Canucks. Oh, Bobby Smith. Brian Propp. Props to Brian, Minnesotan. Rod Langway. Dave Lowry coming with the Thunder. Zdeno Seeger. Seeger? Seeger. Mark Messier. There we go. Legend. Mark Fitzpatrick. Back-to-back marks. Ryan Hayward. Mike Richter. And that reminds me, I saw a really, really cool Hulk Hogan autograph with Wendy Richter together on a WWF magazine. And I almost bought it. It was so close. There's Bubba, too. Your ears must have been burning, my man. I was just talking about you. Good to see you, brother. Dallas, good morning, you legend. All right, folks. Nice first pack of the morning, I shall say myself. Let's get into our first family rips of the morning, shall we? Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Grigsby. So we're going to refresh that shop in just a moment, but I want to get through our very first family rips. And that's going to be for our buddy, Mr. Alan White. Alan, are you ready, my brother? Why, thank you, Ernie. So, Mr. White, I hooked you up with a free pack. This came from the National. This is the VIP pack. So we're going to get into that in just a moment. You also snagged a National Silver Pack. Got some 2019 Allen and Ginter. And then we have our very first National Exclusive Wildcard Mammoth Baseball. And if you folks see, it does have the National Exclusive right there. Hey, big hugs and firm handshakes to you, Dallas. Andre, thank you for smacking that follow button. I appreciate it, buddy. I am so with you. Upside down. There you go, buddy. All right, Mr. White. Let's get into your bonus National Pack, shall we? I got to be honest, I have no idea what is in here. These came with our VIP packs. I figured I'd hook you guys up. And there's a whole lot more where this came from, by the way. All right, we have a little Aaron Judge to get us started. How cool, right? Shout out to Leaf. Pretty cool. Mr. Janti. Oh, hell yeah.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Conor McGregor. Beautiful. Oh, you got some Giannis Antetokounmpo. Shout out to Mr. Hansen. And then last but not least, you got some Yamal. Finishing that one off for you. There you go, Alan White. That one is on the free, my brother, because I appreciate you snagging some of our first national packs. So this goes to Mr. Alan White. I don't know where I just put the pack that I pulled that out of. Aha! Just kidding. Putting those back in the bag for you, Alan. There you go, my good man. We're going to save our very first Silver National Pack for last. Let's bust into some 2019 Allen and Ginter, shall we? Oh, there you go. Bubba2 says these packs typically have a decent resale value. Nice. There you go, brother. All right, 2019 Allen and Ginter. And we have some bonus stuff, too. Good luck, Alan White. You are very welcome, my friend. Thank you. We're just going to go ahead and bust all these down real quick. Good morning, you legends. Good morning, Macho Danny Savage. Great to see you, Mr. Maloney. How you doing, buddy? It is good to see you, my friends. It is good to be seen. I miss you so damn much. Thank you for being here this morning, everybody. Oh, and by the way, folks, we are going to get into our Bo Jackson Battle Arena break here in just a few minutes after we get through some family rips. All righty. Starting out with some Ryan Braun for Milwaukee. Old John Lester. Lou Brock. Mariano Rivera. That's a fun one. But we got a mini Cepeda for the Gigantes. Shout out to Mr. Rob Richardson. How about old Larry, also known as Chipper Jones? Luis Severino. Mr. Martinez, the JD variety. And Bryce Hampa. Oh, it's so cute. The little lion cub on the new to the zoo. Ooh. What is that? The History of Flight. That's pretty sweet. Nice. How about Jose Barrios? Mr. and Mrs. Flaherty's boy, Jack Flaherty. The Cespedes Family Barbecue. That's awesome. Kind of random and fun. Mr. Hudson. And we're not talking about Tim. That is the Dakota variety. Ooh, we have a Pobrecito, Altuvito, a different type of short print. The Siberian Husky on the collectible canines. And last but not least, Mr. Simmons for the Angels. I love it so much, Macho Danny Savage, my man. And Dallas, I am doing well, my brother. How are you doing? I am very, very happy to be home. We had a heck of a week, folks. You're exactly right. So we do have some CGC probably coming to the shop someday soon also. So check this out, folks. Or where did I put them? I have